Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Buff Games. Today we'll be looking at a very unique manager. A manager with 3 AMFs and 2 center forwards. And this manager is the only manager with this formation so far, that is. And don't get confused guys, that 3 over there, it shows 3 AMFs, not a left and a right midfielder. That's 3 AMFs. And the name of this manager is Fitzherbert. Fitzherbert. So I'd advise you guys to try and sign this manager. So let's get down to the formation guide. And I know when you guys get this formation, now I know a lot of us would like to start off with something like this, But then if you do look closely, you'd see that DMF over there will be responsible for the whole midfield. I mean, he will be responsible for attacking, for defending, and for midfielding. And it's not really good, to be honest with you. You'll find that he'll be responsible for defending, for passing the ball, for distributing, he will also try and attack. He will be overused, and there's only so much one player can do. So I brought up the solution to that, and that is converting that center attacking midfielder to a center midfielder. And this is the reason. Well, you should already know the reason, so that he can provide that support for the DMF, because the DMF really can't handle every single thing. Now, as a center mid, he's definitely going to help. He will come back to defend, help out in the defensive area. He will help DMF, take some load off of the DMF's hands, and then he will also distribute to the attack. You can see that is actually an advanced center midfielder. He's playing an advanced position, so he will definitely attack. Don't get worried. He will basically function as an AMF who drops back a lot. Now guys, another thing is this: using a whole playing CMF in that CMF position might not be your best idea for the first half, when things are neutral, because using a whole player there will basically recreate the problem of having that isolated DMF. I mean, whole players, yeah, they do come back to attack, but then they spend most of their energy, pacing into the opponent's 18-yard box, trying to score goals and then coming back. So in the end, your DMF will still be rather alone. Then in the end, using a whole playing CMF, I guess you could still go with that. They will drop back, so yeah, you could go with that. And then another problem we have here is our DMF, Casemiro. He's excellent, don't get me wrong, he is excellent at that defensive area. And then he's an anchor man. Anchormen, they are they are so good defensively. Yeah, but then they actually almost function as center backs. But see here guys, that's the issue. I mean, we don't want someone who will just take that center role only, because as you can see, there are spaces to the left and to the right which will be left by your AMFs, and then who will mop up those areas? I mean, your opponent can't just be getting past those areas like that. And to be honest with you, anchormen don't really have the greatest of speeds. I mean, they are rather slow, apart from Kamavinga, and he's a CMF playing as with an anchorman playing style. But really, aside from the anchorman, you can go ahead and use any other type of DMF you have. You can use your orchestrator, you can use your destroyer, you can use your box-to-box DMFs. And here's something that will come in handy to you guys. If let's say you are losing, or let's say you just want to step up your attack, you could always convert that center midfielder to a center attacking midfielder. That's something basic you could do. This will help strengthen your attack. It will give you that extra force. So you definitely want to have a whole playing AMF as, let's say, a substitute, because I mean, if you are losing, you definitely want to get more runs for goals, and who better to do than that whole players. And then for the fullbacks, you guys would notice we have no wingers, and then you will need someone patrolling down the wing just to give you that edge. And then I would advise you to use offensive fullbacks. They will lap up and down the field. They will cover up that space that the AMF they leave on the flank, and then that's what the offensive fullback will use. I wouldn't advise you to use a defensive fullback, because they will not do that. So yeah, an offensive fullback. Then this is the easy part, your center forwards. Go crazy guys. I mean, use whatever combination you want, but you guys know me, I'm going to use my dream trio: Van Basten, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge, Kinkale, and then Ronaldinho, who will eventually become an AMF if I am losing the game. And don't forget guys, super subs are very important. So for your center backs guys, I will advise you to get in at least one center back who is very aggressive, and then that's why I have Sol Campbell over there. Then you could have Sergio Ramos, yeah, I think he is, or Carles Puyol, yeah, people like that, because this manager, I mean, he uses this aggressive tactics, this aggressive way of marking, and then destroyers are a perfect example of aggression. For the type of goalkeeper in this formation, I really don't feel like this side, matters a lot in this formation. But then you would want to go with an offensive goalkeeper, because this, I told you, the tactics aggressive. Offensive goalkeepers will match that. And then you would notice I have Messi, who is a left footer, on the right hand side, and that is for the sole purpose of him, cutting it and then curling shots to the far post. You could have, a left foot EMF on the left hand side if you want to use that EMF, for crosses, low crosses. But then I like cutting it and curling. That is basically it, guys. That's, the guide you need to use this formation. And over here we have the manager details. I'm really sorry for not showing you this at the beginning of the video. I actually forgot, but you can always watch it now. Yeah, so these are his tactics. His offensive and defensive tactics, they are both the same. So yeah, you could use either one. To be honest with you guys, I really feel like this manager can be a very key manager in online games. Just, get your combinations right. In my next video, I will be doing a gameplay with this formation, so stick around for that. And until that time, I guess I will catch you guys later.